Hello, hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm Sarah, this is No BS Beauty. Really quick, I just want to remind you to subscribe or hit the like button or do both. I'm a terrible YouTuber. I never remind people to subscribe, but if you like what I'm doing and have got value out of subscribe, I really want to hit 100,000 at some point. So I think that would be awesome. So anyway, so subscribe and we're off. I apologize, Ike is in the back. Well, he's laying down in the bathroom. He likes to be in the way, so he literally is right in the way. That's his favorite game. Okay, so today I thought I would rank my favorite Copper Peptide Serums, and I've got 6 of them that I love, so I thought I'd talk about these. And there are a lot of different products with Copper Peptides in them, different formulas, things like that. These are my favorites. I know I have a lot of products that do have Copper Peptides in them, but in my opinion, those can't really compete with the copper peptide concentration as some of these other ones I'm going to mention. So, okay, copper peptides. They're naturally occurring complexes of copper plus small protein fragments. And they've got a lot of good benefits for your skin. They were founded in, I believe it was 1978 by a doctor. And he has some copper peptide products that are wonderful as well. And I've got one little tip as well I'll mention, but... Okay, so if you're curious about copper peptides, there's some naysayers. Personally, I am sold on copper peptides because I can tell my skin when I use it for a lot longer, my skin starts to look better. If I stop using it for a month, which doesn't happen very often, but it has happened, my skin will start to look a little less firm, a little more saggy, and not as, plumped up and wrinkle-free as it usually does. So I personally love copper peptides. I especially love them when used in conjunction with microneedling. I love them when used if you do a laser treatment or other aesthetic treatments. I love copper peptides for helping to soothe your skin and heal it and help the wound heal faster. I'm a big fan of it for scar healing. I just am sold on copper peptides so much. So here's some of the main skin benefits. We've got copper peptides. They stimulate fibroblasts that help with collagen and last and deep down in your skin, and leads to firmer, plumper skin. Wound healing and repair. I kind of just had touched on this a second ago, but wound healing is great. There was it was originally studied in tissue repair. Copper peptides speed up healing and recovering after skin damage, and they quantify the skin damage as treatments like microneedling, acne issues, and cuts, scars, things like that. So somebody, if they had a recent surgery or an operation where they had to do an incision, copper peptides are a great way to help that area heal faster, quicker, better. Copper peptides also help improve the skin barrier. They increase the production of barrier components like ceramides and glycosamine glycans, which helps your skin stay hydrated and stay resilient, able to fight off damage. It has an antioxidant benefit. It acts with, so copper peptides act as indirect antioxidants. I apologize, not direct. Indirect antioxidants, and indirectly they can help reduce oxidative stress and protect skin from free radical damage such as pollution, photo aging. Next up, anti-inflammatory benefits. That kind of ties into with wound healing, but they're great for anti-inflammatory, calming skin, redness, irritation, making them super beneficial for skin that is easily irritated or eczema-prone skin perhaps, acne-prone skin, things like that. They're great with skin renewal and evening skin tones. They help promote skin cell turnover, which when you're doing that, it's reducing fine lines and wrinkles, which is really nice. Improves the texture. And some studies and people will say that it can help brighten overall skin tone. I will say 3 or 4 days after microneedling with copper peptides, my skin's looking the best it ever does. Not the next day, but a day after and the day after that, it looks the best it ever is going to. And then last but not least, hair and scalp benefits to help improve hair growth. So, okay, here's my faves. Number 1 favorite, the Ordinary Multi Peptide Serum with Copper Peptides. It's $32. So it's $1.06 per ounce, because I'm going to rank all these in terms of prices. This one contains over 30 beneficial ingredients, including peptides, amino acids, antioxidants, and soothing ingredients, fragrance-free, water-based serum. In my opinion, this one is one of the best I've tried Copper Peptide Serums for anti-aging. I don't necessarily think I can pick the best, but for me, this is one of them for anti-aging. I love this one. Okay, next up is the Theramid Copper Peptide Serum, which is $55. So this is $1.83 an ounce. And the main difference, well, there's a lot of little differences, but the main difference between this one and for most of the other ones I'm going to mention is that this one has a silicone base in it. It's got several different silicone ingredients. So instead of having a watery texture like all of these have, it has more of a lotiony texture to it. So if your skin does not like, there we go. If your skin does not like thicker products or silicones, that's something to be aware of. Personally, I find this one to be really nice to use during the winter when my skin gets a little dry. So it's got some very good ingredients in addition to that. So this one uses 3% copper peptide. It also contains several epidermal growth factors as well as fibroblast growth factor peptides. It's nice for nighttime use. Personally, I don't use this one during the daytime because I found with some of the silicone ingredients in here, it has a tendency to either pill up under my sunscreen or make my sunscreen pill up over it. So I will use this typically at nighttime because of that. But yeah, it's pretty nice. It's fragrance free. In my opinion, I would say this one's a great one for people with dry skin or a damaged skin barrier. Okay, next up, this is another one. I've repurchased so far every single one of these. Next up is the Biossance Copper Peptide Rapid Plumping and Hydrating Serum. Oh, I forgot. Squalane and Copper Peptide. So this one is $68 a bottle. However, the bottle in this one's a little bit bigger. It's 1.7 ounces. So this one comes in at $1.36 per ounce. So it's not, it's a little bit cheaper than the Theramid, but not by a whole lot. But I guess every little bit adds up. So this one's a super lightweight liquid serum. I'll do a little swatch on it. There we go. Oh, sorry. There we go. See, it's kind of got a liquidy serum texture to it, which is nice. So you can pretty much use this. I would say a drop, or half a dropper full is enough usually to cover my skin. And it feels really nice and silky applying it. So the Biossance serum also contains tetrapeptide 30, which is a nice anti-inflammatory peptide, and also can hinder the production of melanin in skin. So that helps with preventing hyperpigmentation and melasma, things like that. So it also contains antioxidants such as green tea and passion flower. And in my opinion, this one's a nice one for skin with hyperpigmentation issues because of some of those brightening ingredients. So this one might be worth checking out. At first when I bought it, I didn't love it, but then once I finished, I thought I really did like this. So yeah, it is nice. There's no smell to it at all. So okay, a couple more. Next up is the Peach and Lily Copper Peptide Pro Firming Serum, which is $49. When you divide that out, that is $1.63 per ounce, and it's nice water. This one's probably the most watery of it. Well, there's one more that's pretty watery, but this one is very watery, so it makes it pretty easy just to add into your routine. There you go. You can kind of see it right there. Pretty liquidy. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, nice. It'll fit into most routines easily. In addition to the copper peptides, it also contains arginine, Matrixyl 3000, isoryl peptide, which helps with like puffiness under your eyes, the collagen peptide, Tegopep as well. In my opinion, this one's great for anti-acne prone skin, and also nice for skin that is sagging and might need some firmness. I believe the concentration of copper peptides in this is, do they say? I think it's 0.2%. So that's going to be significantly lower than the Theramid or the Ordinary. So double check my work, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. But I do love this one. It's really nice and has some nice additional benefits, such as Fig, eggplant, apple, and watermelon is an amazing ingredient for your skin, especially watermelon seed oil. Okay, 2 more. Next up is the NIOD Kale Serum, which is $62 for half an ounce. This one ended up being a half an ounce, or this was 1 ounce, I think. Yeah, 1 ounce. So it's expensive. So if you add that up, that makes it, let's see, $4.13 an ounce. So that's a lot. But it is very liquidy. I would say it's a touch more liquidy than the peach and lily. So let me give you a little. Yeah, you can see it's the most watery of them all, which makes it nice and pretty easy to fit into a routine when you don't have to change too much else. So you can apply this like right after your toner or use it in place of an essence, things like that. So, so very nice. It also contains strong antioxidants that are 2 forms of vitamin E and retinol peptide 181, the proline peptide, thymulin 4 peptide. Those are great peptides that help promote collagen synthesis deep down in skin, which is what a lot of us are looking for. I would say this one is geared towards skin that with strong anti-aging needs and help with firmness. I would say that's what this does best. And then last but not least is the NIOD Elastic Skin Pumping Vegan Growth Factor Serum. It's $46, which makes it $1.53 per ounce. It's got a really nice serumy lotion texture to it that makes it feel super hydrating. So if you're a fan of snail mucin, this one is kind of, reminds me of it in some ways in terms of the texture and the kind of goopiness of it, but it's really nice. For me, this is more of a nighttime product, or if my skin is really dry, but I really do enjoy this brand. They have some fun stuff. So, okay, serum lotion texture. In addition to copper peptides, this also contains the wild yam root, as well as a ton of skin soothing ingredients such as beta-glucan, centella, panthenol, elantin, betaine, bisabolol. And in my opinion, this one would be very great for dry skin or skin that needs a lot of soothing, skin with some redness issues, perhaps rosacea prone skin. It's really nice for that, and I just love that. Oh, last but not least, I'll try and remember to link to this. This is just Copper Peptides, and what I do is I'll add a little bit of this into one of these serums to kind of bump up the concentration a little bit. I love it for that. It's very handy. So anyway, curious what your thoughts are. If you have any that I didn't mention that you love, leave a comment below. Thanks so much, and I'll see you more tomorrow. Okay, bye guys.